Hi, I'm Amy, and today I'm going to talk about the benefits of tea tree oil. Tea tree oil, also known as Melaleuca ternifolia, is a native of Australia. It was very popular, and during World War II, many Australian soldiers would carry it with them. In fact, anyone in the production of tea tree oil was exempt from the draft. So they understood the need of it. It was used a lot in hospitals and first aid. Some of the properties of tea tree oil is that it's antimicrobial. It's also an expectorant, cicatricant, which means it helps heal skin wounds. It's anti-inflammatory. Terpenin is a 4-O major chemical compound in the tea tree oil. It's also an insecticide. So with these different properties, you can tell that it's very useful in many different ways. A few uses of tea tree oil is for skin issues like eczema and psoriasis, acne. Most of the time you need to use it with a carrier oil because it is pretty strong and it dries up the skin. It's also used for flu and viruses, infections. I used it myself when I had walking pneumonia, and this was years ago. I remember going to the doctor. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any better, and so finally I went to the doctor and he said I had walking pneumonia, prescribed an antibiotic. I told him I wasn't going to take it, and so he said, well, I'll see you later, and he didn't. I took tea tree oil, and I know what they say about you shouldn't take it internally, but you always weigh the benefit, the pros and the cons, and so it was better to take a lot of tea tree oil and get better than to continue on with pneumonia. So I took a decent amount and got over it. It's also great for fungus, so it's been used for athlete foot and nail fungus and even warts. Now warts are not a fungus, it's more a viral infection, but it's said to, by applying tea tree oil once a day, it's gotten rid of warts in 12 days, and that's remarkable. Oral health is another one, as most of the time when you have an infection in your tooth or in your mouth, it's bacterial, and so tea tree oil is great as an antibiotic, so it helps with any kind of infection in your teeth and gums. Cold sores, respiratory conditions, even ear aches, sore throats, deodorant, cleaner. I have one method that I use for a sore throat is take a little bit of tea tree oil, put it on one of your fingers, and then go down your throat on your finger and swab the farthest that you can get down in the back of your throat. That has been one of my best remedies for sore throats. It usually gets rid of the sore throat within 24 hours, maybe 2 days at the most. So these are different ways that tea tree oil has been used historically and even presently as people are using it for various reasons. Now, what I have found now is what's going on with the COVID shot and getting poisoned from the transmission of the spike proteins. As I mentioned, there are some terpenes in the tea tree oil, and I believe that these are effective against the spike proteins. At least I'm finding so with my through my muscle testing. So I talked about a nasal wash, like if you go out and you're shopping and you're exposed to people, or you're at church and you get exposed to people who have had the shot, and then you feel this, you can sort of feel this coming into your body. Well, through muscle testing, I've found that it is coming in through the nose, and doing a nasal wash is going to be effective. I greatly emphasize that you need to use the tea tree oil in the wash, not just do a saline solution. So I'm going to demonstrate this for you. It'll be a little fun, but I've got my bucket here, so you want to do this over the sink. I've got my tea tree oil. Here's a cup of water that I got here, and I put some salt in it. If you use a saline solution, then it doesn't hurt. I'm going to just You can test it by just tasting it a little bit, and it's salty enough. So 1 drop is usually enough of the tea tree oil. Sometimes I get 2 drops in it and a little bit. Oop, I got 2 drops, so it's going to be a strong one today. So I just mix it with my fingers. Warm is more comfortable, but it's a little cool today. So then I just cup my hands like this, pour it in. So I just sucked it up. You don't have to have a fancy equipment. So you do that. I'll do it again here because I just like doing it. It really sort of clears me out here. Okay, I hope you can see here because I'm not watching the screen. Here we go. Okay, excuse me, but that's how you do it. And then you can do that. It just, you try that and it just clears things up and it really feels good. You want to suck it in out of the way. Usually it comes in down the throat a little. Just spit it out. Blow out your nose when you're done. I just did it 3 times, but I've got enough here for 4 or 5 times. And that's about how much you want to do it. And you'll be able to tell the difference. Now, I'll explain a little here. I didn't tell you what happened in one of my other videos. So when I did get the poisoning from the transmission of the spike proteins from those who had gotten the shot, I did actually lost my sense of smell. And that's not fun at all. So I really wanted to get it back because, that's part of the joy of eating, and the joy of life is being able to have your senses about you. I noticed a difference when I did the nasal wash. It was after the first nasal wash that I did that I could tell the difference, and I was starting to get the sense of smell back. So I basically had my sense of smell back within those 2 weeks. Probably not back to normal, but it was okay. It was good. So anyway, try this wash. See how you like it. See if you can notice a difference. And let's stay on top of what's going on around us and make sure that we stay healthy in this time. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.